This is the L2C Media Network. So, Steve, how's the weekend for you? No, it's not bad. I mean, not as bad as it was in Chicago. I mean, wow, all that rain and, well, sadly, some little incidences. And some big news about a few things in the world of NASCAR. In fact, we got big news everywhere. So, Harry, if you're ready, Jethro, you ready? Yes, sir, I'm ready. All right then. Harry, if you will, please. Let's rock and roll. Live from the Tom O'Neill Memorial Studios on the fourth floor of the Park Forest apartment complex somewhere deep in the heart of Jackson, Michigan. This is the L2C Media Network, and I'm going to get this line right one of these days, is proud as a peacock to welcome you to Steve Sporty Balls. And here's the master of the Sporty Balls, Steve Bexley. And welcome everybody to another great edition of Steve Sporty Balls on a Monday where everything went somewhat askew if you were in Chicago for that road race, which once again had a little rain problem, but they also had another problem that they didn't even that well, we warned them. We warned them it would happen, but no one would listen to us. No one would acknowledge us. So now we got some news from NASCAR that I don't think the city of Chicago is going to like. All this plus a whole lot more. You are tonight witnessing a little history because tonight our sporty balls are so big. I mean, the news we have is like our sporty balls, huge and irresistible. Let's get to it. Well, she knew the number. She knew her time was up, but didn't know her time would be up this fast. But anyway, she was replaced by NASCAR's most awarded. She was replaced by Joey Logano and won. Well, today, Hallie Deegan and AM Racing have parted ways effective immediately. Quote, Deegan said in a statement, quote, beginning this season, I had a lot of excitement and hope in taking my next step in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. It's something I've been working towards for years and always dreamed about. I worked hard to prepare for this season after the team pursued me to drive their car. Unfortunately, it has not turned out the way I expected. There are always several reasons within a race team as to why things do or do not work, but sadly, our goals no longer align. With that being said, myself and AM Racing will be parting ways. And, quote, further, quote, the only thing that I am focused on is getting back to being competitive. That is all that matters to me. I'm working as quick as possible to, hello, come on, quick as possible. Uh, man, these things are getting on my nerves. Come on, we got an hour here. Is it? The only thing I'm focused on is getting back to being competitive. That is all that matters to me. I'm working as quick as possible to find the best opportunities to get back to the track. I'm thankful for the following that I have, and everyone who supports me. It's truly only me that knows the whole story and what I need to succeed. End quote. Deegan was in the midst of her rookie NASCAR Xfinity Series season before being replaced in the number 15 Ford Mustang over the weekend in Chicago. The team put two-time Cup Series champion Joey Logano in the car to get his veteran feedback. Logano finished 8th on Saturday afternoon. Deegan has an average finish of 27th with 4 top 20 finishes. Quote, AM Racing and Helly Deegan have decided to part ways effective immediately. The statement from AM Racing read, we are grateful for Holly's contributions and dedication as a driver in the number 15 Ford Mustang during her time with the race team. We wish her the best in her future endeavors and look forward to her continued success on and off the track. Josh Berry will drive for AM Racing this weekend, way down in Pocono. Okay. Well, now we know where Danhausen is. A former AEW star won his first title in the WWE, and that prompted a reaction from Danhausen. The egomaniac star did his best to stick to his character as he sent out this message. The star in question is none other than Ethan Page. Page was an up-and-coming star in all elite wrestling and was seemingly destined for big things. However, he was surprisingly let go by Tony Khan after his contract with the company came to an end some time back. That left many fans surprised, and he joined WWE soon after. He made his mark in WWE NXT and has been slowly rising through the ranks. That came to accumulation at NXT Heatwave Premium Live event last night, when he picked up his first title in the form of the NXT Championship as he defeated Trick Williams, Shawn Spears, and Javon Evans in a four-way dance. Now, after that match, Danhausen took to Twitter and posted a gift of him and Ethan Page in typical Danhausen fashion. He did not write anything and only let the graphic do the talking. It'll be interesting to see what is next for the former AEW star in WWE and how this win will benefit him moving forward. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice applause. Danhausen deserved better. Let's see. Variety has this little report. Rick Klein named the new bureau chief in Washington, D.C. by ABC News. Now, big hello to Matt, Ed, and Eddie. How you doing, Matthew? Hope everything's going rocking good. Big changes are coming to CBS Sports and parent company Paramount Global, but exactly what those shifts are or will be and when they will arrive are still critically very unanswered questions. National Amusements, the Sherry Redstone family company that controls Paramount Global, said late Sunday that it has reached definite agreement on a merger deal with Skydance Media worth more than $8 billion. The pact marks the latest and the most dramatic turn in a highly watched back and forth saga that has seen the parties previously near a deal call it off and now resurrect in full, all in the span of about 3 months. The deal seeks to bring under one corporate umbrella a media company that has the rights to the National Football League, half of the men's March Madness, several top college conferences, and golf's Masters, among other assets, along with a fast-growing documentary unit behind such projects as the highly popular Kelsey on Amazon Prime Video. Now, the NFL is also an investor in Skydance Media. Surprise, surprise, surprise. But it's still only the beginning of what could be more than a year of additional steps to follow before the union is complete and its effects are truly understood. Among the upcoming issues still at play, there are 3 major steps to the complex overall transaction. Skydance Investor Group, composed of the billionaire Ellison family and Redbird Capital Partners, will pay $2.4 billion in cash for National Amusements. Paramount Global will then merge with Skydance for $4.5 billion in a cash and stock deal, while $1.5 billion in capital will also be added to Paramount's balance sheet. The newly combined company is valued at about $28 billion. Now, the agreement contains a 45-day go shop period. What that means is Paramount's board of directors now have this window in which they can actively solicit alternate bids for the company. Should Paramount receive another superior offer and take it, Skydance will receive a $400 million breakup fee. I doubt that will ever happen. Matt and Eddie, I'm doing well. I retweeted that tweet about the song. What you think about the song? I've been humming it for about 4 months. Haven't been humming it publicly on the show, mind you. Regulatory approval, of course, will take a while. Company officials are targeting a closing in the first half of 2025. But the last time a major U.S. broadcast network changed hands, NBC, during Comcast's 2011 acquisition of NBC Universal, nearly 14 months elapsed between the initial announcement of the deal and approval from the FCC and Department of Justice. Now, there'll be some familiar faces that'll be leading the newly combined entity. The merged Paramount Skydance will be overseen by David Ellison, Skydance founder, as chairman and CEO, and Jeff Shell, former NBC Universal CEO, as president. Most recently, Shell had been chairman of Redbird Sports and Media. Yes, significant cost cuts are coming. Even before the deal closing, Paramount said in a company memo that it will move forward on actions such as streamlining teams, eliminating duplicative functions, and reducing the size of our workforce. In a call early Monday with investors, Shell said $2 billion in cost efficiencies have been identified, adding that we've got to run these businesses in a different way amid ongoing media disruption. As Ellison and Shell laid potential partnerships that would advance Bun Street, the executives additionally said that sports will remain a key part of the merged company. Paramount. It's not just a catchphrase, Shell told investors. We think it's going to be a new day for these combined assets. I'm going to make what the logo should look like. Be surprised. Be very surprised. And that was from Front Office Sports. And just as we thought would happen, right after the engines were fired, NASCAR put Grant Park 165 on hold due to a security incident taking place on the track. It appears that protesters had made their way up the fence in turn 3 with a banner. When NASCAR put the race on hold, it was confusing. Rain had not yet come into the area, but did shortly after the hold. There were reports that protesters at turn 3, a fan on the scene, Brian Page, posted a photo and a short GIF of what he saw. The banner the protesters were holding appears to say Pritzker, as in Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, and the bottom half of the word genocide can be seen. NASCAR is reported by Jim Utter placed the race on hold due to a security incident. It was to deal with the protesters on the fence and apparently a few who jumped onto the track itself. And in a big city, you get things like this. There are so many people with so many differing agendas. Track security was able to get the incident cleared up quickly. The only problem was rain. And just when you thought someone climbing on the fence was bad enough, the skies opened up just to make it an issue. That's right. So, Alec Bowman, wow. Um, I'm going to say this. Um, who did win the Big Machismo? Who won NASCAR last night? Oh, oh, oh. Who won in Chicago at NASCAR last night? Alex Bowman won last night. Congratulations to Alex. Next week they're in Pocono, and don't forget Michigan coming up in August. We will be there to bring you the sights, sounds, and no smells, as we'll be a part of the Fan Plaza experience. Maybe we'll talk to a few racers. You never know. Yeah, talk to a few racers. Wow, that would be something to see, wouldn't it? Yes. uh, okay, hang on while I fix the muff here. Okay, so that is most of the show. Hey, 15 minutes, not bad. 17 minutes past the hour of 10 p.m. Okay, let's get to more sports news and the biggest one of all college basketball. We're not even to football season yet, but college basketball is swinging close. So, the NCAA Men's Basketball Committee, a group of 12 Division I athletic directors and commissioners, the same people who determine the bracket for each season's NCAA tournament, are meeting this week in Park City, Utah, along with the select NCAA staff to address a variety of items pertaining to March Madness. Now, the biggest topic on the agenda is also the most polarizing: potential tournament expansion. While there is no guaranteed decision on expansion will be made this week, it will be the most consequential talking point. This plot will advance again as it did a few weeks ago. The selection committee's annual summer summit comes 19 days removed from the NC2A senior vice president of basketball, Dan Gavitt, flying to Florida to speak at a different convocation. The Conference Commissioners Association meetings brief college sports heads of state on where things stand with potential expansion. We now know the NC2A is considering three options. Number one, keep the field at 68. Number two, increase the bracket to 72. Or number three, inflated to 76. Now, there certainly was conversation about expansion, but it was clear that no expansion on the table, too, said one source who heard Gavitt speak in June. It's not like this was presented as a guaranteed thing. Now, if you've forgotten why tournament expansion is even a topic other than typical sports greed, we reached this point due to the existence of the NCAA Division I Transformation Committee, a venue created in 2021 by former NC2A President Mark Emmert in the wake of the NCAA losing in the NCAA versus Alston case in the Supreme Court 9-0 in 2022. The committee recommended every D1 sport with at least 200 teams explore whether to expand its championship tournament event, and if so, to put a cap on expansion at 25% of sports population. For men's college basketball, that would have meant a maximum of 90 teams, but 90 was never on the table, and we now know nothing beyond 76 is. So we're going to watch that story as well. Yes, right. Well, um, in more sports news, Dan Hurley got his reward for dissing and for dissing or ditching the LA Lakers. It's a six. Dan Hurley and UConn agreed to a new 6-year, $50 million contract as the Huskies begin their chase to the third straight NC2A title. That's right. Wow. That is crazy, but it's crazy good. Yes, indeed. Oh, boy. Tonight for supper, it was a little too rich for my blood, but I ate. Tomorrow I'm having potatoes. Anyway, I got a lot to do tomorrow night or tomorrow morning, so we will make this the fastest and quickest, perhaps, show in the free world. That's right. Okay, let's da, dee, da, da, dee, dee, dee. Okay, we're trying to find a little something here. Oh, God, I am yawning. Sorry about the yawns, folks. It'll be followed by sleep. Okay, in the NFL, we got some news for you from the National Football League. Veteran free agent Tashawn Gibson is suspended for the first 6 games of the 2024 regular season for violating the league's performance enhancing substances policy, according to ESPN. The safety played the last 2 seasons for the San Francisco 49ers. In a statement following his suspension, Gibson relayed that he still intends to play in 2024. He also stated that he thought the supplement he took that triggered the failed test was completely safe and well within any of the NFL's policies. Mhm. The 33-year-old made an impact on the Niners both on and off the field. He started in 16 games with 60 tackles, a sack, and an interception in 2023. He had 14 total tackles in the playoffs, including 5 in the team's overtime loss to the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. In his career, he has played in 173 games, recording 684 tackles, 2.5 sacks, 33 interceptions, and 3 defensive touchdowns. After 2 seasons with the Niners, he is once again looking for his next squad, but whomever he does join next will be adding a player who they cannot use for the first 6 games of the season. Good luck to all. Hmm. Alrighty. Uh, let's see here. Whew, God, it's been a long day, folks. Trust me on this. The longest of days is a winsome of nights. All right. In more news, last week we learned that Bally Sports will not be airing the 2022-2025 season of the Dallas Stars NHL team. Diamond Sports Group and Dallas Stars have agreed to end their contracts and go their own ways. The contract was originally meant to run for almost another year and through the 2025 season. Now, instead, the team will end its contract the season early. Now, it's being reported that the Stars will follow other professional teams in switching to free over the air TV. At this time, no new deal has been announced. What was just announced is a partnership with Victory Plus streaming service to offer a free stream to North Texas residents who want to watch the Stars play online. The app will be on smartphones, iOS, Android, and more in September 2024. Dallas Stars president and CEO Brad Albert said, after years of researching the right solution and careful planning with our partners at APMC, we're proud to announce this pioneering streaming platform that will literally change the game for sports distribution on Victory Plus. Quote, our first priority has always been our fan base, and on Victory Plus, fans will be able to stream 100% of Stars content for free through this innovative and unique streaming platform for sports programs or programming, excuse me. Despite the mutual agreement between Dallas Stars and Diamond Sports Group to end our current relationship pending court approval, we'd like to acknowledge that we wouldn't be here today without the partnership and commitment of Bally Sports and their staff over the past 25 years and thank them for their partnership. Now, here's the thing before you all say, oh, goody, Dallas Star fans across America will be able to see it. To see games. I'm sorry. But if you live outside the team's home market, you'll need to pay for the games through the NHL streaming service, and nationally aired games will not be offered on the streaming service. Late last month, Bally Sports, managed from another cable TV company almost 2 months ago, Comcast, dropped Bally Sports, and now Optimum TV has also dropped Bally Sports. You think they're trying to tell them something? Uh, this comes as Bally Sports is facing a deadline of later this month to find a go forward plan to get out of bankruptcy. Without Comcast and now Optimum TV, many of Diamond Sports Group, the owners of Bally Sports Partners, are getting concerned about the ability for the company to keep going. Last May, MLB, NHL, and the NBA said in court they worry about Comcast harming Bally Sports' plans to restructure and exit bankruptcy. Major League Baseball went as far as to say that Bally Sports has been an undependable partner and that Comcast dropping Bally Sports has hurt the MLB, according to Bloomberg. This has forced the MLB to set up an alternate broadcast option for Comcast subscribers. Also, in the hearing last month, NHL attorney Shayna Elberg said the league needs answers now about the future of Bally Sports regional sports networks. We've told the debtors unequivocally that we need to get clarity on certain outstanding matters this week, she said, according to the Star Tribune. So the question, my friends, now is how concerned is the MLB, NHL, and NBA now that a second major TV company has dropped Bally Sports? Uh, well, all I can say is stay tuned because when we draw close to the time, oh boy, maybe some squeaking going on, but we shall find out. And folks, much like life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, the pursuit of halftime has now ended. We're at the half. We're going to take a pause and continue with more sports news, more entertainment news, and a scoreboard. So stay tuned, friends, and we will be right back with more of this broadcast. I'm going to the library. Yes, friends, it's known as a restroom, but in this, I'm calling it the library. So I shall be done. What a nightmare this has been. Boy, I gotta pick up stuff around here. Anyway, We're back. How are you? We're back, and a big hello to my favorite lady, Piper. Her show is coming up tomorrow if you wish to. Well, not tomorrow, but Wednesday night. Wednesday night, you can see Piper hosting the F Show. Wednesday nights, 9 o'clock on YouTube. And with that said, we welcome you. Let's get official. 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. We're at the halftime. Ain't that grand? Yes, indeed, kids. It surely is. Let's see here. We've already done that. Okay. Okay. Let's keep going. Then we'll keep going. When Vladimir Tarasenko was considering his options as an unrestricted free agent this offseason, among the players that he spoke to was Detroit Red Wing forward Patrick Kane. Tarasenko and Kane briefly were teammates after being acquired by the New York Rangers before the 2023 NHL deadline, so there was some familiarity uh, there. And Tarasenko's wife Yana reached out to Kane's girlfriend Amanda Grakovic. Kane signed a 1-year contract to remain with the Red Wings on June 30th after playing for them last season, so he and Grajovic were able to tell the Tarasenkos about living in the Detroit suburbs as well as what it's like to play for the Red Wings. It worked. Tarasenko signed a 2-year, $9.5 million contract with Detroit on July 3rd. Tarasenko said on Monday, I liked the way the team played last year. We decided with the family this is the best decision for us moving forward, and we're really excited about it. Kane, a 3-time Stanley Cup winner with the Chicago Blackhawks, liked the idea of adding a proven veteran forward such as Tarasenko, who won the Stanley Cup last year with the Florida Panthers after winning it with the St. Louis Blues in 2019. The 32-year-old had 55 points, 23 goals, 32 assists, and 76 regular season games for the Panthers and the Ottawa Senators last season, including 14 points, 6 goals, 8 assists in 19 games after he was acquired by the Panthers in a trade with the Senators on March 6th. Aren't you glad of that? Yes, I'm glad of this. Yes. Okay, here's your WWE Money in the Bank injury report. Courtesy of our friends at Ringside News. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightfield Select reported that no significant injuries were reported following Money in the Bank. Inquiries about Tonga Loa, who hit his head on a table, revealed he was fine. Chelsea Green, Zoe Stark, and Chad Gable were also confirmed to be okay after their big spots. It was also noted that the referee in the main event, who recently returned from injury and took several bumps, was fine. That 6-man tag team match saw the Bloodline take out Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. In the process, the referee was taken out of the picture so they can go rogue. Fortunately, no major injuries occurred at Money in the Bank. Despite the physically demanding nature of the event, Toronto fans really enjoyed a night of thrilling pro wrestling action. It remains to be seen how NXT will try to top this at Heatwave. Oh, it was the Heatwave! Oh, and in my heart, yes, there. Okay, let's get you the Money in the Bank. Well, yeah, actually, let's go with let's go with what happened tonight on Raw. Okay, kiddos. And of course, remember we cut the bullshit and we just get to the meat. Okay, we heard from CM Punk. Yawn. Let's see. Chad Gable took on Jay Uso, and the winner of that was Chad Gable. Hey. Oh. All Pete Dunne took on Bronson Reed, and the winner was Bronson Reed. All right, Braun Breaker confronted Sami Zayn, and that was a disaster. Judgment Day took on the Awesome Truth and Carlito, and the winner was Judgment Day. Wow. Anyway, Ilya Dragunov versus Braun Breaker. Washington disqualification, but Dragunov won the match. Damage Control versus Caden Carter, Katana Chance, and Lyra Valkyra. And the winner of that obviously was Damage Control. Yay. And by God, by Jeffrey, by howdy. I don't think we can do it, but who says anything about that, folks? We're at 10:38 right now, and we like to say it's live TV, anything goes. So let's get anything to go here. Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, 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 boy. Okay, we get to check out some Monday Night Raw for you. Before anyone else can. That's right. Next Monday, Big Bronson Reed and Sheamus and Drew McIntyre will be returning. Ooh, this sounds an interesting one. So give Monday Night Raw a view before they go completely to the fine folks on Netflix. Okay, this is our main event. I do believe it is Liv Morgan, the women's champion. And coming up is Dominic Mysterio. Should be coming up. Yep, there he is. Dominic Mysterio playing it up like the evil little bastard that he is. We will try to stick with this for a little bit, but if you want to see it, you're going to have to watch USA Network. But turn it down so you can still listen to us. Ugh. Here we got a mixed tag team matchup. Rey Mysterio and Selena Vega taking on Liv Morgan and Dum Dum Mysterio. Folks, it's a match worthy of some insanity. Alrighty, it is time. It is 42 minutes past the hour. And, oh boy, Ugh, here we go. Okay, let us do what we can do. All right. Oh yeah, we gotta do one more little newsy here. But before we do that, ugh, ugh, excuse me. I'm trying not to yawn, so if you'll pardon me. Hey, Taylor Swift, greater than Disney, Star Wars, and MCU, and Doctor Who. How you doing? Glad you could be with us. That felt better. Okay, it's time now to give you some scores. Yes. Well, actually, not scores yet. Well, yeah, because we're also going to um, maybe give you a listen in. Careful. But here we go. The Argentinian Cup. It was Baraka Central over Rosario Central, 1-0. And see if we have anything else. Yes, in the USL League Two, the two games still looking for some scoring. New Mexico and Albion, and Sueno and Chicago City. And that's about all we got on that level. Oh, God. It's been a long day, and it's going to be a beautiful long night if I can survive. Okay, let's get you to the scores. And here we go. We'll also give you some minor league games coming up. Okay, Major League Baseball. We got three games still going on in progress. Top of the ninth, Twins and White Sox are tied at 6. At the end of the fourth, Rangers 7, Angels 3, top of the sixth. Braves a single digit, Diamondbacks double. That's it. Okay. Top of the ninth, Twins White Sox 6-6. Top of the fifth, Rangers 7, Angels 3, top of the sixth. Braves 1, Diamondbacks nothing. Final scores, Pirates over the Mets 8-2. Cardinals over the Nationals 6-0. Tigers over the Guardians 1-0. And the Reds over the Rockies 6-0. Okay. Ah, okay. Let's get on to the scoreboard, shall we? So we can get off here on the early basis. Okay. I think we've got enough here. Let's see. Yep, so good to go on that. There you go. And Oh, sorry. 10:47, and anyway, let's get on with it. Oh, no names. So anyone? Well, wide awake now. We got about 12 minutes left. Let's see about. Oh, there we are. Thank you very mucho. Okay. Okay, here in the NBA, here's what we got for you. Last story before we give you some minor league scores and maybe a good listen to. Okay. Oh, wow. After 5 seasons with the LA Clippers, Paul George left the franchise this summer and signed a 4-year, $212 million deal with the Philadelphia 76ers in a free agency. On Monday, in the latest episode of his podcast, Podcast P, George explained his decision and detailed the contract negotiation process with the Clippers. George, who is a native Los Angelino, said that while he had hoped to remain with the Clippers, their initial disrespectful offer of 2 years and 60 mil last year got things off to a bad start. Though the Clippers eventually came to the table with an improved proposal, they just couldn't agree to terms and he moved on. Oh, boy. Oh, okay. There we go. We're getting close. I think we've done all the scores we can. Sorry, folks. Okay. Oh, man. Come on. Oh, God help me. Hmm. Well, let's see. I want here. Okay. Here's just some of what he said in his full comments. He being Paul George. Just put it out there. I never wanted to leave LA. LA is home. This is where I wanted to finish at, and I wanted to work as hard as possible to win one in LA. That was the goal. To be here and be committed to LA as it played out throughout the instant. Uh, instant. Uh, just put out there. I never wanted to leave LA. LA is home. This is where I wanted to finish at. And I wanted to work as hard as possible to win one in LA. That was this going to be. Oh boy. Alrighty. Give it George full comments. Kawhi Leonard signed a 3-year deal, 153 mil extension with the Clippers in January. Both Zach Lowe, ESPN, and Law Murray of The Athletic reported that the Clippers eventually got to a point where they were willing to give George a deal similar to Leonard's. Through ESPN, Ramona Shelburne suggested it would have been slightly less. Whatever the Chicago do it, you will look. Okay, we are about 7 minutes away, and I've already fallen asleep 3 times, but I caught myself at all times. So we're just going to end right here because, well, I don't want to get sleep deprived, but I have a lot to do tomorrow. So that's going to wrap things up for us. Um, let's see here. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this my presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with um, Behind the Red Door. Oh, God. I'm telling you, we almost made it. And maybe someone could tell me um, what other things go south or north. We tend to follow it here on Instagram. Let us in your name. Oh boy, I can see great. Okay. Okay. Uh, Ryder Cup expectations sure look good enough, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. And I think I am going to end it because I am getting a lot sleepy. So, folks, thank you for tuning in. We will hopefully see you tomorrow night, same time, same channel. Look for biggest flip since, well, Yahoo! Look at that. Okay. That's going to do it for us. We'll see you tomorrow night. This has been a presentation of mystifying creativity in association with the L2C Media Network. This has been fun. Can't wait to do it again tomorrow night. Thanks, everybody. Have a sweet night.